Welcome, everyone. Today is not just another English lesson. Today is the day you stop feeling stuck and start feeling in control of your voice. We are going to fix the hidden mistake that keeps you silent, even when you know the words. And by the end of this video, you will not just understand English better, you will feel ready to speak it. So stay with me until the end. Subscribe to the channel, because this might be the moment your English journey truly changes. You listen to English every day, you watch videos, you hear podcasts, you scroll and you hear English in the background. But then something painful happens. Someone asks you a simple question in English, and your mouth becomes quiet. Your brain feels slow. You know the words, but they do not come out. And in that moment you start to think, what is wrong with me? You feel small. You feel behind. You feel like other people are moving forward and you are standing still. If you feel this, I want you to breathe with me for a second. Stay with me. This is where it shifts. Because the problem is not that you are broken. The problem is that your listening has not been training your voice. You have been hearing English, but not building English inside you. Here is a truth that brings relief. Listening is not a passive thing. It is not just sound in your ears. Real listening is a workout for your brain. It is the first step to speaking. Your mouth cannot say what your ears have not deeply absorbed. Most learners miss this. They think speaking starts with courage. Yes, courage matters. But courage without sound memory still feels hard. The brain needs to recognize English like it recognizes your own language. It needs to feel the rhythm. It needs to hold the music of English, not only the meaning. If your listening is random, your brain gets noise. It gets many voices, many speeds, many topics, many accents, all mixed. And the brain cannot build strong patterns. It becomes tired. It becomes confused. Then when you try to speak, you freeze. It is not your fault. It is just untrained listening. So let me ask you something. When you listen, do you truly focus? Or is English playing while you do 10 other things? Be honest with yourself. This is not to shame you. This is to free you. Because the moment you start to listen with intention, your speaking becomes easier. This is a bold truth. If you listen like a tourist, you speak like a tourist. But if you listen like a trainer, you speak like a trainer. And you are becoming a trainer now. Now I will give you a simple routine. It is only 10 minutes, not 1 hour, not a full day. 10 minutes, but done in the right way. This is where it changes. Choose one short audio clip, under 2 minutes. It can be a short story clip, a simple dialogue, a beginner podcast, or a small part of a video. Keep it easy, not too fast, not too hard. Your goal is not to suffer, your goal is to build sound memory. You will use the same clip for 3 days. Yes, the same one. Most people stop here because they feel bored, but boredom is a sign that your brain is finally seeing the pattern. Stay with me. Here is the routine. First, listen one time for general meaning. Do not pause, do not write. Just listen and catch the big idea. Who is talking? What is happening? Where are they? If you do not understand everything, it is okay. You are not failing, you are training. Second, listen again, and this time focus on rhythm and tone. Notice where the voice goes up, notice where it goes down. Notice the pauses, notice the emotion. Is it calm? Is it excited? Is it serious? Your ears are learning the shape of English. Third, listen, and now repeat silently in your mind. Not with your mouth yet, just in your head. Try to copy the sound inside you. Even if you miss words, copy what you can. This is like building an inner echo. Fourth, listen, and whisper along. Not loud, whisper. Keep it soft. This is important because whispering removes fear. Whispering lets your mouth move without pressure. And yes, your mouth needs movement. Your mouth is a muscle system. It needs practice, not punishment. Do this in a quiet room or in your morning routine. Maybe while you make tea. Maybe while you sit on your bed after waking up. 10 minutes. That is it. And here is how you measure progress. You measure by the pause. Today, after listening, maybe you pause for 5 seconds before you can repeat a line. After 3 days, maybe your pause becomes 2 seconds. That is growth. It is real. It is physical. It means your brain is building a faster path. Most learners only measure progress by big sentences. But the pause is the secret sign. Less pause means more readiness to speak. Now let me show you why this matters in real life. Imagine a job interview. The interviewer says, "Tell me about yourself." You understand the words, but your mind goes blank. Why? Because you did not train English sounds to stay in your brain long enough. The question enters, but it does not hold. Another example. You are traveling. Someone at the hotel says, "Can I see your passport?" If you are calm, you understand and respond. But if your listening is weak, panic comes. Panic makes the sound feel faster. It makes the words feel unclear. Or think about work. Your boss says, "Please send me the file today." Simple sentence. But if your brain is not used to hearing clear English patterns, you may catch only send and today and feel stress. Or a friend tells you, "I feel sad today." If you cannot catch the feeling, you cannot respond with kindness. Even phone calls can feel scary because there is no face, no lip movement, no body language. It is only sound. So step one is not small, it is the base. Most fluent speakers train their ears first, even if they did not know they were doing it. Now we will practice together. This is not just talk, this is training time. Say this with me, read it out loud with your voice. If you are shy, start in a whisper. Ready? Say this with me. I am listening carefully. I hear the rhythm. I understand the question. Please repeat slowly. I am learning every day. This makes sense now. I can follow you. I am improving. I am not confused. I am building my voice. I understand more today. I feel calmer when I listen. Good. Now stay with me. This is where the voice starts to wake up. Now say it slowly. Focus on each word. Feel your mouth shape. Do not rush. Let the words be clean. Now say it at normal speed, like a real conversation. Let it flow. Now say it a little faster, but still clear, and this time add a calm, confident feeling. Not loud, not aggressive, just steady. When you change speed and emotion, your brain learns flexibility. It learns control. This is not magic. It is training. Let me tell you something important. Many learners think listening is easy, so they do it without care. But focused listening is a skill. It is a choice. It is you saying, "My voice matters, so my ears will work for it." And here is the identity shift I want you to hold today. You are not just hearing English. You are building your sound memory. You are not a person who only consumes videos. You are a person who trains. And training always looks simple. Training looks like repeating one small thing many times. That is why it works. Here is a small challenge. Try 3 days of deep listening with one short clip. Only 3 days. Most people never do this, so they never build patterns. After 3 days, notice the pause. Notice how fast you can repeat. Notice how calm you feel. Notice if English starts to feel more familiar, like a friend, not like a test. This is a promise. If you do this with focus, your speaking will become less scary. Not perfect, but lighter. And if you leave this video early, you might miss the moment where your mouth starts to move with confidence, so keep going with me. Before we end this chapter, I want one simple question from you. How many minutes do you listen daily right now, with real focus? Not in the background, with real focus. Answer it honestly in your mind, then write it in the comments when you can. It will make you accountable, and it will help other learners too. Now let us lock this chapter in your heart. You are not behind because you are slow. You are behind only if you do not train. And you are training now. Your ears are learning the sound. Your brain is learning the rhythm. Your mouth is getting ready. This is the first step in the system, because it builds the ground under your feet. And once your ears become stronger, something amazing starts to happen. Your mouth wants to copy. Your mouth wants to try. Your fear becomes smaller because your brain is no longer empty. It has sound inside. So take your 10 minutes today. Pick one short clip. Use the 4 listens. Do it for 3 days. Watch your pause become smaller. Watch your confidence become quieter but stronger. And when you are ready, come with me to the next step. Because now that your ears are training, your mouth must move. You have been listening with focus. Your ears are waking up. You are starting to feel the rhythm of English. But now something uncomfortable happens. It is time to open your mouth. And suddenly fear appears. Your heart beats faster. Your hands feel cold. You think about grammar. You think about mistakes. You think about how other people will judge you. Maybe you imagine a job interview. Tell me about yourself. Simple question, but your voice shakes. Or you sit in a meeting at work, and you know the answer, but you stay silent. Later you feel regret. You say to yourself, I should have spoken. Stay with me. This is where it shifts. Let me tell you a truth that might surprise you. Silence does not protect your confidence. It slowly weakens it. Every time you stay quiet when you could speak, your brain learns a dangerous lesson. It learns that silence is safety, but silence is not growth. Your voice is not weak. It is unused, and unused things become stiff. Speaking is muscle training. If you never move a muscle, it feels weak. But when you train it daily, even for 5 minutes, it becomes stronger. Most people wait to feel ready before they speak. That is the mistake. Readiness does not come first. Action comes first. Ask yourself honestly, what really stops you from speaking? Is it grammar? Is it fear of looking foolish? Is it comparison with others? There is no shame in your answer. But this is important. You are not failing when you struggle. You are simply untrained in that moment. And training is something you can control. This is not about talent. It is about repetition. Most people stop here because speaking feels uncomfortable. But discomfort is the sign that your voice is waking up. Now I will give you a simple system. It is only 5 minutes a day. Not 30. Not 1 hour. 5 focused minutes. You will stand in front of a mirror. Yes, a mirror. Because when you see yourself speaking, something changes. You stop imagining judgment. You see your own face. You see your own mouth move. At first it feels strange. That is normal. Do not run away from that feeling. Stay with it. Every morning or every evening, choose the same time. Consistency builds power. For 5 minutes, introduce yourself. The same topic for 1 full week. Do not change it every day. Repetition creates strength. Say your name. Say your job. Say where you live. Say why you are learning English. Even if the sentences are simple, even if they are not perfect, speak them. Then describe your day. What did you do? What will you do tomorrow? Keep it simple. Short sentences are powerful. Do not stop to fix every grammar mistake. Grammar will improve later. Right now, your mission is movement. Here is something important. Record yourself once a week. Not every day. Once a week. Use your phone. Speak for 1 minute. Then listen to it. Do not judge yourself. Just observe. Is your voice clearer? Is your pause shorter? Is your pronunciation smoother? That is progress. Many learners never listen to their own voice, so they never see improvement. When you record weekly, you create proof, and proof builds confidence. Let us make this real. Imagine you are in a job interview. The interviewer asks, tell me about yourself. If you have practiced in front of the mirror for 7 days, your brain already knows the structure. It feels familiar. Or imagine you meet a new colleague at work. Hi, what do you do? Instead of panic, you feel readiness. Or you are at a hotel reception, and the staff asks, how can I help you? You respond calmly. Or you are ordering food and you say clearly what you want. Or you tell a friend, I feel tired today without searching for words. These moments are not magic. They are trained moments. Now we will practice together. This is your voice training time. Say this with me. Speak it out loud. If you feel shy, whisper first. That is okay. Say this with me. My name is. I work as. I am learning English. Today I feel good. I feel nervous, but I speak. This is my goal. I want to improve. I am not afraid. I am practicing. I am becoming confident. Please give me a moment. I can answer that. Good. Now slow it down. Say it slowly with clear pronunciation. Feel each word. Do not rush. Open your mouth fully. Let the words be clean. Now say it at normal speed, like a real conversation. Let it flow naturally. And now say it a little faster, but stay clear. This time say it with a serious tone. Feel strong. Now try again with an excited tone. Feel energy in your voice. When you change speed and emotion, you train flexibility. You train control. This is not performance. This is practice. Here is a bold truth. Confidence grows after action, not before it. Many people believe they need confidence first. That belief keeps them silent. When you speak for 5 minutes daily, even if your voice shakes, you are sending a new message to your brain. You are saying, I move even when I feel nervous. That message changes identity. You are not a silent observer. You are an active trainer. Let me give you a small challenge. Today, speak for 5 minutes in front of a mirror. Do not skip it. Most people promise to practice and then forget. Do not be most people. This is where your future changes. 5 minutes. That is less than one song, less than scrolling on your phone. But those 5 minutes will build your speaking muscle. And remember this identity shift. You are training your voice, not testing it. A test creates pressure. Training creates growth. When you see speaking as a test, every mistake feels heavy. When you see speaking as training, every mistake is part of strength. You are not broken. You are becoming. That difference is powerful. Have you noticed something? When you avoid speaking, fear grows. When you speak, even imperfectly, fear shrinks a little. It may not disappear in one day, but it gets smaller. That is the pattern. Stay with me. Most learners quit speaking practice because they want perfection. But perfection is not the goal. Progress is the goal. I want you to do one more thing. After this video, write one simple sentence about yourself in the comments. Something short. I am learning English. Or, I work in marketing. Or, I want to speak confidently. This is not about showing off. It is about action. Small action builds courage. Right now your mouth is moving. Your voice is warming up. You are no longer only listening. You are practicing speaking daily. That is a huge step. But something is still missing. Your voice is moving, yes, but it needs stronger sentence structure. It needs patterns that feel natural. And that is what we build next. You are listening better now. You are speaking for 5 minutes every day. Your mouth is moving more than before. But then another frustration appears. You try to create longer sentences, and suddenly your mind feels messy. You stop in the middle. You change words. You translate from your language into English. You think about grammar rules. You feel confused. And sometimes you think, why is it so hard to build a simple sentence? If this is happening to you, I want you to know something important. This does not mean you are bad at English. It means your brain needs stronger structure. Stay with me. This is where it shifts again. Many learners believe they must invent sentences from nothing. They sit and think, how do I say this? They try to build the sentence piece by piece. That feels heavy. That feels slow. That creates fear. But here is the truth that brings relief. You do not invent structure. You absorb structure. English sentences are patterns, and patterns are learned by seeing them again and again in real context. Reading shows you how sentences are built naturally. When you read correct English every day, your brain starts to copy those shapes without thinking too much. Ask yourself something honestly. When you read English, do you read aloud or silently? Most people read silently. They look at the words, understand meaning, and move on. But silent reading alone is not enough for speaking. This is a bold truth. If you only read silently, your eyes improve, but your voice does not. Reading aloud connects your eyes, your mouth, and your ears at the same time. That connection builds structure inside your body, not just inside your mind. Let me show you a simple system. 15 minutes a day, not 2 hours. 15 focused minutes. Choose a graded text, something at your level, not too difficult, not too easy. It can be a short story for learners, a simple article, or a short dialogue. Sit at your desk or in a quiet place. Turn off distractions. This is training time. First, read the text silently once to understand the meaning, just one time. Then take a pencil and underline useful sentences. Not every sentence, only the ones that feel practical, sentences you can imagine using in your real life. Then read the text aloud, slowly, clearly. Do not rush. After finishing, read it aloud again. The second time will feel easier. That feeling is progress. This is where many learners stop because they think one time is enough, but the second reading builds fluency. After that, copy 5 sentences into your notebook. Write them by hand. Writing slows your brain. It helps you see structure. Then take those 5 sentences and create your own examples. Change small parts. Make them personal. If the text says, "She goes to work at 8," you can write, "I go to work at 9." You are not memorizing random words. You are building patterns. Measure your progress by your reading speed and smoothness. In the first week, maybe you stop often. Maybe you mispronounce words. That is normal. You are not failing. You are shaping your language muscles. After 1 week, you will notice fewer pauses. Your voice will sound more natural. That is proof of growth. Let me show you why this matters in real life. Imagine you need to write an email at work. If you have seen many sentence patterns before, you will not panic. You will think, "I have seen this structure." Or imagine you are in an interview and someone asks, "What do you do in your daily routine?" If you have read many daily routine texts aloud, your brain already has patterns ready. Or you want to post something on social media in English. Instead of guessing grammar, you use structures you have absorbed. Or you are explaining your daily schedule to a friend, or sharing your opinion politely in a meeting. All of this becomes easier when structure feels familiar. Now we practice together. This is not just theory, this is your training moment. Say this with me. I wake up early. I go to work. I like learning English. I read every day. This helps me improve. I understand this text. I can use this sentence. I feel more organized. This is clear. I am learning structure. I can speak better now. I am not confused anymore. Good. Now let us train it properly. First, say it slowly. Use your finger to follow the text if you can. Slow reading builds accuracy. Feel each word. Open your mouth clearly. Do not rush. Now read it at normal speed, like you are talking to a friend. Let the sentences flow naturally. Now read it a little faster, but keep it smooth. Not rushed. Smooth. And this time say it with a calm and confident feeling. Feel steady. Feel organized. This emotion matters. When you read with confidence, your brain connects English with strength, not stress. Here is something surprising. Reading aloud also improves pronunciation more than many people expect. When you see and say the word at the same time, Your brain connects spelling and sound. That connection makes future speaking easier. Most learners miss this because they think reading is only for understanding, but reading aloud is voice training. Let me ask you something simple. Do you want to guess sentences forever, or do you want to use patterns that feel natural? That is the difference between a passive learner and an active trainer. A passive learner guesses and hopes. An active trainer collects patterns and uses them. Which one are you becoming? I want to challenge you. Read aloud for 10 minutes today, not tomorrow. Today. Choose a short text and do it twice. Underline useful sentences. Copy 5 into a notebook. This small action will build long-term confidence. Most people skip reading aloud because it feels boring or childish, but growth often looks simple. Stay with me. This is the step that makes your speaking more organized. There is an identity shift happening here. You are no longer collecting random vocabulary. You are collecting patterns. Say this quietly to yourself. I collect patterns, not random words. This one sentence can change how you study forever. When you focus on patterns, you stop translating word by word. You start thinking in shapes of sentences. And remember this. You are not failing when you pause while reading. You are training your structure. Every pause is part of the process. Every repetition is strength building. You are building a library of sentences inside you. That library will serve you in interviews, conversations, emails, and daily life. Before we move forward, I want one small action from you. In the comments, write what you are reading this week. It can be a short story, a book, an article, anything. Writing it makes your commitment stronger, and it may inspire someone else too. Right now, something important is happening. Your ears are trained, your mouth is moving, your structure is forming. You are not guessing as much as before, you are feeling more organized. That is real progress. But one more step is coming, because structure is powerful, but your mind still needs to switch fully into English, and that shift happens inside your thoughts. You are listening better, you are speaking daily, you are reading aloud and collecting patterns, but something still slows you down. It happens in small moments. Someone asks you a simple question, and your brain starts working too hard. First, the sentence appears in your language, then you translate it, then you check the grammar, then you finally speak. And by that time, the moment has passed. The conversation moves on. You feel late, you feel slow, you feel pressure. If this sounds familiar, stay with me. This is where it shifts again. Let me ask you something honestly. How often do you translate inside your head before you speak? Almost every time? That habit feels safe because it is familiar. But here is a powerful truth. Translation creates delay, and delay creates anxiety. When your brain must travel from your language to English every time, it works twice as hard. That is why you feel tired in conversations. That is why you feel slow. Not because you are not intelligent, not because you cannot learn, but because your brain is taking the long road. Here is the relief. Thinking in English is not a big dramatic change. It does not start with long speeches. It starts with small internal sentences, short thoughts, simple phrases. This is how children learn. They do not translate. They think directly in the language they are using. That is not magic. That is training. And you can train it too. Most people stop here because they believe thinking in English means thinking perfectly in English. That belief is wrong. You do not need perfect grammar inside your head. You need simple thoughts. Stay with me. This is where your mind begins to change. I will give you a daily routine. It is called thought labeling. It takes 10 minutes. You can do it while walking. You can do it while cooking. You can do it while sitting on the bus. You do not need a notebook. You do not need a teacher. You only need awareness. Here is how it works. As you move through your day, describe your actions in English inside your mind. Very simple sentences. If you are walking, think, I am walking now. If you are working, think, I am working. If you are tired, think, I feel tired. If you are hungry, think, I am hungry. Keep it short. Avoid long, complex thoughts. This is not the time to build complicated sentences. It is the time to build speed. At first, your brain will try to translate. That is normal. Do not fight it. Just gently switch to English. Over time, you will notice something powerful. The English thought will come faster. The translation step will become shorter. Then one day, you will think in English without noticing. That is progress. Measure your improvement by speed. How fast does the English thought appear? That is your sign. Let us imagine real situations. You are at work and someone asks you quickly, "Can you send the file?" If you have trained short internal thoughts, your brain responds, "Yes, I can send it." No heavy translation. Or you are buying a ticket at the station and the worker says, "Where are you going?" Your mind answers, "I am going to the city center." Simple. Direct. Or you are in an elevator and someone says, "Nice weather today." Instead of panic, your brain thinks, "Yes, it is warm." Or your friend sends you a message, "Are you free tonight?" You think, "I am busy, but I can talk later." Or you feel something emotional and want to say, "I feel nervous today." These moments become easier when your thoughts are already in English. Now we practice together. This is important. Even thinking can be trained aloud first. Say this with me. I am walking now. I am working. I feel tired. I need help. I like this. I do not understand. Can you repeat? I agree. I disagree. That is interesting. I am thinking. I will try. Good, now let us train it properly. First, whisper it slowly. Focus on each word. Imagine you are talking to yourself gently. Now say it at normal speed, like natural thinking. Smooth. Calm. Now say it a little faster but still clear. And this time add emotion. Say it with curiosity. Say it with seriousness. Notice how your mind responds when you change tone. This flexibility is power. Here is something surprising. Children do not translate. They think directly in the language they are using. That is why they respond quickly. You can build that same habit. It will not happen in one day, but with daily practice your brain will choose the shorter path. There is an identity tension here. You can stay a translator forever, or you can become a direct thinker. A translator feels slow and stressed. A direct thinker feels light and fast. Which one do you want to become? This is not about being perfect. It is about being quicker and calmer. I want to challenge you now. For 10 minutes today, think only in English. While walking, while washing dishes, while sitting quietly. Do not judge yourself. If you forget and translate, gently return to English. That is training. You are not failing when you notice translation. You are strengthening awareness. You are building a new habit. Remember this identity shift. My mind is switching languages naturally. Say that to yourself. My mind is switching languages naturally. Even if it feels slow now, it is changing. Every short internal sentence builds speed. Every simple thought builds fluency. Let me ask you something simple. When was the last time you had a full minute of English thoughts without translating? Think about it. That minute is possible. And once you have 1 minute, you can have 5, then 10. Stay with me. Most learners never train thinking. They focus only on speaking and grammar. But thinking is the hidden bridge between listening and speaking. When your thoughts are ready, your words come faster. Before we move forward, I want you to share one small thing. In the comments, write one thought you had in English today. Something simple like "I am tired" or "I like this lesson." This small action makes your training real. Right now, something powerful is happening. Your ears are trained. Your mouth is moving. Your structure is stronger, and now your mind is starting to switch paths. You are no longer translating every sentence. You are building direct thinking. That reduces pressure in conversation. That builds speed. That builds calm confidence. But there is one more step to make this change strong and stable. Thinking is powerful, but writing will lock it in. When you put your thoughts on paper, you gain control. And that is where we go next. You are listening with focus. You are speaking daily. You are reading aloud and thinking directly in English more often. But there is still a moment that feels uncomfortable. It happens when you need to explain something clearly. You start talking, and your ideas feel messy. You want to send a message, but you stare at the screen. You want to write an email, but you feel unsure about grammar. You type a sentence, delete it, type again, delete again. You feel nervous before pressing send. If this feels familiar, you are not alone. Many learners feel confident speaking simple sentences, but when they need to organize ideas, they feel lost. Stay with me. This is where everything becomes stable. Here is a powerful truth. Writing slows your brain in a good way. It forces your thoughts to line up. When you write, you can see your sentence. You can see your mistake. You can improve it. Speaking happens fast. Writing gives you space. And when you build clarity in writing, your speaking becomes clearer too. This might surprise you. Many people think writing is only for exams. But writing is training for clear thinking. Clear thinking creates clear speaking. Ask yourself something honestly. Do you keep a small journal in English? Even a few lines a day? Or do you only practice when someone asks you to speak? Most people stop here. They believe writing is difficult. They believe they need perfect grammar before writing. That belief keeps them stuck. You do not need perfect grammar to write. You need simple sentences and daily consistency. Let me show you a simple system. 10 minutes a day. That is all. Choose a notebook or open a simple document on your phone. Every day, write about your day. Nothing complicated. Just what happened, what you did, how you felt. Use the sentence patterns you learned while reading. Do not try to be impressive. Try to be clear. For example, you can write, "Today was busy. I woke up at 7. I went to work. I felt tired in the afternoon." That is enough. Keep it simple. After writing, read your text one time and correct small mistakes using simple tools. Maybe check spelling, maybe change one verb, but do not over-edit. This is important. If you spend 30 minutes fixing one paragraph, you will stop writing tomorrow. Write first. Correct lightly. Move on. At the end of each week, read your old entries. You will see something powerful. Your sentences will be longer. Your ideas will be clearer. You will notice fewer pauses when you read them aloud. That is progress. Measure your growth by clarity and length, not by perfection. Now imagine real life. You need to write a job application. Instead of panic, you feel structure. You have written about yourself many times in your journal. Or you need to send an email at work explaining a problem. You can organize your thoughts because you practice daily. Or you want to post something online in English. You know how to build simple, clear sentences. Or you need to explain to a friend why you felt sad yesterday. Your journal practice helps you express feelings more calmly. This is where identity begins to change. There are two types of learners. One speaks randomly and hopes it sounds right. The other builds structure daily and becomes a clear communicator. Which one are you becoming? This is not about talent. It is about habit. Let us practice together now. I want you to imagine you wrote a short paragraph about your day. Now read these sentences with me as if they are your journal. Say this with me. Today was busy. I learned something new. I felt nervous. I tried my best. I made a mistake. I will improve tomorrow. I am proud of myself. I wrote this in English. I am clear. I can explain. I am improving daily. I will not quit. Good. Now read them slowly. Open your mouth clearly. Feel each word. Imagine you are reading your own writing. Now read them at normal rhythm, like you are sharing your day with a friend. Smooth and calm. Now read them a little faster, but keep clarity. And this time, read with pride. Feel proud that you wrote in English. Emotion matters. When you connect emotion to language, the language stays stronger. Here is something important. Writing improves speaking clarity more than most learners expect. When you practice organizing ideas on paper, your brain learns how to organize ideas in conversation too. This is a promise. If you write 10 minutes daily for 1 month, your speaking will feel more structured. Let me give you a small challenge. Write tonight, just 5 or 10 sentences. Do not skip it. Most learners wait for motivation. Motivation comes after action. When you finish writing, you will feel calm. You will feel organized. That feeling will make you want to continue. Remember this identity shift. I am building clarity, not chasing perfection. Say that again quietly. I am building clarity, not chasing perfection. Perfection creates fear. Clarity creates progress. You are not writing to impress anyone. You are writing to train your mind. There will be days when you feel your grammar is weak. That is normal. You are not failing when you see mistakes. You are learning faster because you can see them. Mistakes on paper are teachers. They show you what to fix. That is growth. Let me ask you something simple. How many minutes are you willing to write daily? 5? 10? Be honest. Small daily action is better than one big session per week. When writing becomes routine, your confidence becomes stable. Stay with me. Many learners stop at speaking and thinking practice. But writing locks everything in place. It gives your language shape. It makes your thoughts clear. It makes your voice steady. Right now you have trained listening, speaking, reading, and thinking. Writing brings them together. You are no longer a silent learner. You are a person who practices daily. You are not guessing randomly. You are building structure step by step. Before we move forward, I want you to comment how many minutes you will write daily. Make it real. Even writing the number is a small promise to yourself. Something powerful is happening. Your mind is clearer. Your sentences are more organized. Your confidence is calmer. And now you are ready for the final step. Because these 5 skills are strong individually, but they become unstoppable when they connect into one daily system. You have learned the 5 skills one by one. Listen, speak, read, think, write. And now something important happens. You might feel excited, but you might also feel overwhelmed. You might think, this is good, but what do I do every day? You open your phone and see many videos. You see many tips. You see many methods. And your brain becomes tired again. You want fluency, but you do not want confusion. You want a clear plan. You want one routine that you can follow even when you feel busy, even when you feel tired, even when motivation is low. Stay with me. This is where everything becomes simple. Here is the truth. Fluency is routine, not motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel strong, some days you feel lazy, some days life is heavy. But routine does not ask how you feel. Routine simply says, this is what we do. And I need to say this clearly because it is the turning point. If you do not train, nothing changes. Not because you are bad, but because language is a skill. Skills grow by repetition. This is where many learners get stuck. They study randomly for long hours one day, then nothing for a week. They watch 10 videos, feel inspired, then do not practice. That creates hope, but not results. Small daily work beats long random study. It wins every time. Now I want to offer you something powerful. A 30-day challenge. Not a difficult challenge, a clear challenge. 30 minutes a day. That is it. If you can give your phone 30 minutes of scrolling, you can give your future 30 minutes of training. Most people stop here because 30 days sounds long. But listen, 30 days will pass anyway. The question is, will you be the same after 30 days, or stronger? Let us build your daily flow. It is 5 steps in 30 minutes. You do it in the same order every day. This order matters because it reduces stress. Your brain knows what comes next. Step 1 is listening, 5 minutes. Choose a short audio clip under 2 minutes, like you did before. Play it and listen with focus. First time for meaning, second time for rhythm. Do not multitask, do not scroll. Just listen. This wakes up your English sound system. It warms your brain. Step 2 is speaking, 5 minutes. Stand in front of a mirror. Say your introduction. Say your daily routine. Keep the same topic for 1 week. Do not chase new topics every day. Repetition builds strength. Speak even if you feel nervous. This is not a test. This is training. You are building the habit of opening your mouth. Step 3 is reading aloud, 10 minutes. Choose a graded text. Read aloud once slowly, and then again with smoother rhythm. Underline 1 or 2 useful sentences. Copy 1 sentence if you want. Your goal is structure. Your goal is flow. Reading aloud makes your speaking cleaner. Step 4 is thinking practice, 5 minutes. Thought labeling. While you walk, while you cook, while you sit. Say small thoughts inside your mind in English. I am making tea. I am tired. I will try. Keep it short. This builds speed. It reduces translation. Step 5 is writing, 5 minutes. Write a small journal, 5 to 8 sentences. What happened today? How did you feel? What will you do tomorrow? Do not over-edit. Write first, then fix 1 or 2 small mistakes. This locks in clarity. That is your daily 30-minute routine. 5, 5, 10, 5, 5. Simple, clear, repeatable. And here is the secret that makes it powerful. You will track it. Use a notebook. Make 30 small boxes for 30 days. Every day you complete the routine, you check 1 box. That check is not childish. It is proof. Proof builds identity. You start to see yourself as a person who practices daily. Now we add 1 weekly action. Once per week, record your voice for 1 minute. Use the same topic every week. For example, my week and my goal. Then listen to it. Do not judge. Compare it to last week. Do you pause less? Do you sound clearer? Do you feel calmer? That is progress. And progress creates confidence. Let me show you how this routine changes your real life. Imagine a job interview. In your routine, you speak to the mirror daily. So when the interviewer says, "Tell me about yourself," you are not shocked. You have done it many times. Imagine travel. You do role play in your mirror. I need help. Where is the station? Can you repeat? So when you talk to hotel staff, you feel ready. Imagine phone calls. You have trained listening and speaking daily, and you have recorded your voice weekly, so the phone feels less scary. Imagine expressing opinions. Reading gives you patterns. Writing gives you clarity. Thinking gives you speed. So in a meeting you can say, "I agree" or "I disagree," and you can explain calmly. Imagine daily routine talk. You can describe your day smoothly without translating every sentence. This is not a dream. This is training. Now I want to ask you a direct question. Are you ready for 30 days? Not ready in your feelings, but ready in your decision. Because the truth is, you may never feel fully ready. The decision comes first. Stay with me. This is where you choose your identity. You have 2 paths. One path is the dabbler. The dabbler watches many tips, tries one method for 2 days, then stops. The dabbler always restarts. The other path is the disciplined trainer. The trainer does small work daily. The trainer tracks progress. The trainer grows quietly. Which one do you want to be? Here is your challenge. Start tomorrow morning, not next week. Tomorrow. If mornings are impossible, start tomorrow evening. The time does not matter as much as consistency, and do not try to be perfect. Perfection is a trap. Consistency is freedom. Remember this identity line. I am an English athlete training daily. Say it again. I am an English athlete training daily. Athletes train even when they feel tired. They do not wait for the perfect mood. They show up. Now we will do a quick practice together, because practice makes this chapter real. Say this with me. I train every day. This is my system. I follow my routine. I am consistent. I improve weekly. I record my voice. I correct myself. I am stronger now. I speak clearly. I am brave. I do not stay silent. I am becoming fluent. Good. Now say it slowly and clearly. Feel each word. Now say it in normal speed, calm and confident. Now say it faster with energy. And this time add emotion. First say it with determination, like you mean it deeply. Then say it with excitement, like you can see your future. Notice how your voice changes when your emotion changes. Your voice is not fixed. It is trainable. Most people stop here because they think 30 minutes is too much. But look at your life. You already spend time on many things. The question is not time. The question is priority. This is a bold truth. If you give English leftover time, you get leftover results. If you give English planned time, you get planned progress. Let me give you one more small promise. If you complete this routine for 30 days, you will feel different when you hear English. You will feel different when you speak. You will feel different when you write messages. Not perfect, but stronger. You will carry yourself differently. And that emotional payoff is coming. Keep watching. The next part is about who you become after training, not just what you learn. Before we move forward, I want you to make your decision public. In the comments, type 30 days if you accept the challenge. This is your micro commitment. This is you stepping out of silence. This is you becoming a trainer. Now take a breath. You have the system. You have the order. You have the daily plan. You have a way to track progress. And you have one weekly check with your voice recording. You are not confused anymore. You are not collecting random tips. You are building a routine that creates fluency. And now, the most exciting part is next. Because when you train like this, you do not just improve English. You become a different person. I want you to remember something for a moment. Remember the version of you who stayed silent. The version who understood English, but avoided speaking. The one who felt nervous in interviews. The one who prepared sentences in the head, but never said them. The one who watched others speak and thought, I wish I could do that. Take a second and see that version clearly. Feel it. Because this is where the emotional shift becomes real. Now look at yourself today. You have trained listening. You have moved your mouth daily. You have read aloud. You have thought directly in English. You have written about your life. You followed a system, and systems create change. Stay with me. This is where it becomes visible. Here is the truth that many people do not want to hear. Fluency is the visible result of repetition. It is not a gift. It is not a personality trait. It is not something lucky people receive. It is built. And confidence is earned, not given. You did not wait for confidence. You trained until confidence slowly appeared. That is powerful. Most learners quit before this stage. They stop after 1 week. They stop after 2 days. They never see the emotional reward. But you stayed. And now something inside you feels different. Maybe it is small. Maybe it is quiet. But it is real. Let me ask you something honestly. Do you see the difference between who you were and who you are becoming? Now it is time for your final integration practice. This is not just a small exercise. This is your proof moment. You will give a full 5-minute self-introduction speech. Not perfect, not memorized. Real. Start with your name. Talk about your job or studies. Talk about your daily routine. Add your opinion about something simple. Add one feeling. Add one goal. Keep it structured. Use the patterns you learned. Use the thoughts you trained. Use the clarity from your writing. Record this speech. Then compare it with your week 1 recording. Listen carefully. Is your voice stronger? Are your pauses shorter? Is your rhythm smoother? Even if it is not perfect, can you hear growth? That comparison is emotional. That comparison shows you that change is possible. This is not the end. After 30 days, you start again. Another 30 days. Same system, same routine. Growth does not stop. It continues in cycles, and each cycle makes you stronger. Let us imagine real life again. Picture yourself in a job interview. You sit calmly. The interviewer asks a question. You respond clearly. You explain your experience. You share your goal. You do not rush. You do not panic. Or imagine talking to a stranger while traveling. You ask for directions confidently. You respond naturally. Or imagine sharing a personal story with friends. You speak without translating every word, or leading a small discussion at work, or expressing your feelings honestly to someone important. These are not dreams. They are results of repetition. Now we practice together one last time. Say this with me. I was silent before. Now I speak. I train daily. I believe in myself. I can answer questions. I am calm. I trust my voice. I improve every week. I am not afraid. I can introduce myself clearly. I can explain my ideas. I am becoming fluent. Good. Now say it slowly. Reflect on each sentence. Feel your journey in the words. Now say it at normal speed with calm confidence. Let it flow naturally. Now say it faster with energy. And this time say it with pride. Not loud pride, strong pride. Feel the difference. When you change your tone, your identity changes too. There is a tension here. Some people quit. Some people finish. Quitters wait for comfort. Finishers train through discomfort. Which one are you? Stay with me. This is not about being perfect. It is about being consistent. Here is your challenge. Record your 5-minute speech today. Not next week. Today. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Action builds confidence. Waiting builds doubt. You are not a silent learner anymore. You are a trained speaker in progress. Notice that word, progress. You do not need to be fluent today. You need to keep training. You are not failing when you struggle. You are shaping your future voice. Let me ask you one more simple question. What is one change you feel after training? Maybe you feel calmer. Maybe you speak a little faster. Maybe you are less afraid of mistakes. That change matters. Share it. Say it out loud to yourself. Now listen carefully. This is the emotional peak of your journey. You did not wait for courage. You created it. You did not hope for fluency. You built it step by step. You followed a system. You showed up daily. You trained even when it felt boring. That discipline changed you. Here is your clear commitment moving forward. Continue the 30-day cycles. Practice all 5 skills daily. Even if it is only 20 minutes one day, do something. Do not break the chain. If you miss one day, come back the next. Growth is not about being perfect. It is about returning. You can start with a 7-day starter challenge. If 30 days feels big, 7 days of full routine, then extend it. Track your progress. Check your boxes. Record your voice weekly. Watch yourself grow. If this system helped you see English differently, stay connected. Subscribe for structured training. This is not about watching. This is about transforming. Now I want you to write this in the comments. I will practice every day. Write it. Make it real. That sentence is not for me. It is for you. You are no longer the same learner who started this journey. You are disciplined. You are aware. You are training daily. And here is the final line I want you to remember. Your voice is not waiting. It is training. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.